Namaste, everyone. I'm Jeni Ji. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down there in the corner in order to get new video content. And make sure you tune into my podcast and here on YouTube, Soul to Soul Connections with Jeni Ji. I'm interviewing extraordinary people with extraordinary stories, people that are well known, people that are famous, people who are next door, you name it, I'm talking to you. So let's begin this week for the weekly cosmic vibes. Now, we are in October 31st to November the 6th. And oh my goodness sakes, this week you are facing your fears. You have been shown from your soul. You have been shown different signs of what needs to go. Because with this eclipse energy, what you are not facing, what you are running from, it's going to be that rude awakening, right? Whenever we get that rude awakening, what happens? We're like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like, oh my gosh. And whenever you take that time to really tune in, you know what's happening. You know what's not working for you. So this is a week where those dreams that you've had to make changes, regardless of what it is, the energy is going to work with you, this cosmic energy, as long as you are surrendering, as long as you are really paying attention and working with it. You were shown back in October. Really reflect back on the month of October. What did you guys learn from it? Like, what happened? What were you working through? What suddenly ended? Because that energy with the eclipse will make those sudden changes for you if you weren't paying attention to make those changes. So this is why it's like that rude awakening and facing our fears. You know, when we do that, what happens? We get liberated. Our souls get liberation from what we had that fears for. And what does fear stand for? Fear stands for false evidence appearing real. So whatever we were scared of, write down why. Yeah, but Jeni, I'm scared. What if this doesn't happen? Or what if this doesn't work? What if, what if? All of those what ifs are holding you back. This is why it's really important to keep your mind positive. I mean, we all have those good and bad days. We all have to face things we don't want to face. When we go into that fear zone, what happens? Things stop automatically, roadblocks appear, and it's in your own mind. When you're around people that are living in the modality of fear, oh my God, this is why more truth is being exposed and has been exposed in the world with these so-called leaders. A bunch of it is all pure bullshit, to be very blunt. Okay. They want to hold you by the neck. They want to order you. They want you to live your life how they want you to do it. Why are you doing it? Don't get me started. You know how I can get. So anyways, October 31st, happy Halloween, you guys. How many of you are celebrating Halloween? How many of you are wearing costumes? What costume are you wearing? Like if you are be like, yeah, I'd like to go to a Halloween party or dress up, but you know, I don't know anybody or I'm not sure, I can't. What would you go as? Let me know in the comments. Out of all Halloween costumes in the world, what would you be? And why? Let me know why you want to be this person, or if it's a fairy, you know, if it's a ballerina, if it's like whatever it is, let me know and I'll explain to you why after. Okay. So release that inner child and have fun. So you're going to find that, I mean, even here where I'm in, we had a snowstorm come in a few days ago and I tried to open up my truck doors. They're frozen shut. They are frozen shut. Right? I got a lot of confirmations in October when I was away, spreading my dad's ashes. And I come back and I'm like, oh my God, especially when I was opening up my truck to put something in the back seat, it was iced shut. Shut. The doors, I can't open them. They're iced shut. because it gets so friggin' cold here in Canada. Oh my God. Oh my God. In Alberta, especially, right? It's a very cold province. So, anyways, so let me know what's going on. You guys might also find that on the 31st and the first, you might have some, sensitivity with your shoulders and your arms and your bronchial. So make sure you take it easy because different days, the planet with the cosmic energies affects different parts in our body even more. Certain parts of our body become more sensitive. How many of you had some really painful energies in your body? Pay attention to if it's on the right side or on the left side and what body part it was, and let me know. And all of a sudden now you're starting to feel, wow, that my leg or my arm or my neck or whatever part it was, now it's starting to ease up a little bit, right? There's reasons for that. Or there's reasons for that. So you might even find on the second and the third, your stomach and your breast and your ovary areas might be a lot more sensitive too. On the fourth to the sixth, really be careful because your blood pressure could go up. It affects your heart, blood circulation, and so on. And also during that time, a lot more truth could be exposed, and you might get really angry and upset. What happens when we get angry and upset? Our blood pressure could rise, our blood pressure could go up, right? So your so-called leaders, as I said before, they're trying to restrict you. They're trying to make you walk what they want. So we're not going to go there. I promise. I promise. So the 7th and the 8th, you might find that your pancreas area, your intestine area might feel a little bit off. Your dietary changes might feel a little bit, I don't know. Right. So November, like, oh my gosh, what happened to the month of October? October was a huge month. So much happened, powerful energies with this eclipse and so on and so on. You might want to reflect back on the 1st of October to your month of October. What happened that month? What did you learn? What did you let go of? So you might find that's a day when you're just reflecting back. You might feel a little bit, oh gosh, I'm a little tired, Listen to your body. And also too, whenever you guys meet somebody or you're talking to somebody, how does your body feel? Your body's going to talk to you. Like if you're talking to somebody or meeting somebody and your body's feeling a little bit off or really tense or something, pay attention. Because if your body is feeling that, something's not right here when I'm talking to this person, that person's intentions towards you are not for your highest good. So make sure that you take that time for you to really pay attention and even write it down. You could book an appointment with me. I'm a psychic clairvoyant medium, for goodness sakes. I can give you my insights into what I see for that person. Because some of you guys have just reconnected or connected with a soulmate. A soulmate energies has been around you in October. How many of you guys reconnected with someone? How many of you have had somebody from your past come back to reconnect with you? Maybe that person is single now. Maybe you're the one who's single now and have healed and ready to embrace a new energy and a new person into your life. Really pay attention because November brings a lot of sexual energy. For those of you, I'm just saying. So the 2nd is a master number day. You're going to want to feel more things wanting to be balanced. You're going to find that that day could be more balanced for you, or whatever is not in alignment. You're going to be like, you know what? I'm taking myself back. I'm taking my power back. I'm going to make things more balanced. I'm going to bring things more into alignment with my soul. You might also as well wanting to spend more quiet time. It might be more of a day of meditation because on the 3rd of November, oh my goodness sakes, this is destiny. Your soul's destiny, your talents and your abilities could come out even more stronger. Really pay attention to the 3rd of November, what's happening. That day is going to be shown to you your path, your soul's path your destiny, especially what you're good at, your talents, your abilities and such. And it's going to go with ease. It's going to go with ease. Trust the process with that. You're going to be facing yourself even more so and feeling more grateful, especially on the 4th. What happens to you on the 3rd, you're going to be like, I'm so grateful for what happened on the 3rd. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, because that day can really show you the changes and your hard work, whatever it is that you were working on and working towards, that day is going to be showing to you who you are even more so. So really pay attention, and very well could be like, I didn't like what was shown to me. That's your time to be facing your fears, because this week you're going to be showing things. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, Jeni, I had that job interview. Oh my gosh, I finally asked that person out. Oh my gosh, I finally booked in for my surgery. Oh, like whatever it is, really pay attention. Because this week, we're also going to be healing more traumas, like reflecting back, letting go even more so. What did you let go of in October? What was coming to the surface? What is coming to the surface this week? Because when you start to face your fears, your energy and your body will lighten up. We could get that tenseness and that, oh my goodness sakes, I'm really, really nervous. Once you face that fears, you're going to be feeling more at peace, no matter what. Because when you face the truth of a situation, and whenever you're feeling more at peace, no matter how painful it is, you know that you're walking in alignment with your soul. When you're at peace, you know you made the right decision. No matter how challenging or how hard it is, you're going to be feeling more at peace. Because the 5th and the 6th, you're even going to be letting go even more and more and more. You're going to be resolving issues. You're going to be taking a look at, what did I resolve this week? What was it that I really worked through? What's happening? Very powerful week, you guys. Very, very powerful week. And you've really got to trust the process. Yeah, but Jeni, this hasn't happened and that hasn't happened to me yet. Why is that? Maybe it's not the right timing for you. Maybe that's not the direction your soul wants you to work towards and go through. Have you done anything? Yeah, but Jeni, this hasn't happened. What have you done to make those changes? If you are not making changes, you're not going to see any improvements. You're not going to see anything happening. But I wanted this to happen. Were you working towards it? Were you making and taking those steps to make that happen? Be honest with yourself. No, but when you do that, nothing changes. And you could be saying, yeah, but Jeni, I have been making these changes. I have been doing this. That's perfect, because what changes you guys have been making, what fears you've been facing, you are going to see the results. Things come together in the divine timing. Divine timing. I mean, I have a lot of things planned for next year. However, I'm not booking flights today. I'm not doing this and this and that, because the government and the WHO might all of a sudden slam where you can't go anywhere unless you have 10 vaccinations. All of this kind of crap and bullshit that's currently being talked about could come to the surface. I'm not vaxxed and I won't be. So it's like, stay in the moment, stay in the now. You can still plan and look into things and do your research and such, but just stay in the flow and the rhythm of your soul. Pay attention to that. So also pay attention to what was going on in April and May this past year. Where are you now? What were you working on? What happened? What ended or what started? You're going to see those results now. It could be the good or bad, right? It depends. It depends if you were working through something, depends if you were letting go and trusting the process and so on. So this week, really pay attention to what is being shown to you. This eclipse energy doesn't, you can't mess around with the eclipse energy. You can't mess around with the cosmic energies. We can work with the energy. That's why it's like certain days of the week, I work on something because the cosmic energies will help me work through it, or it will help manifest things, or it's telling me to slow down or whatever. When you're working with this energies, things are going to be flowing more. We always have challenges. It's like with my icy doors and my truck doors are frozen shut. What can I do about it? I'm not going to go outside with the hair dryer. My neighbor's like, Jenny, why don't you just use a hair dryer? And no, screw that. No, no, no. I'm just not going to mess around with the vehicle that day. Maybe I shouldn't be going out that day. All of those things, right? So trust the process with things. So let's us talk about and ask universal forces. What does the universe see for us? What's their message for us this week from the 31st of October to the 6th of November? So whenever a client books a reading with me, I don't use cards because I'm a clairvoyant psychic medium, past life akashic record, animal communicator, pranic healer, relationship coach, and so on. So because we're doing this collectively, I'm talking to the cards. I'm asking the spirit world, what's the message? So whenever you're using cards, clear it, boom, 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 bang it on wood 3 times to clear your energy or whoever has used your cards last. So I've already cleared my cards, by the way. So let's ask the universe, what is the message from the 31st of October to the 6th of November? What is the message from the universe from the 31st to the 6th of, too many are falling through, 31st of October to November the 6th, 31st of October to the November the 6th. Forgiveness, forgiveness. If you do not forgive others what they have done to you, no matter how painful it is, you are holding that energy in your body, which can create cancers, which can create a lot of different disalignments in your body to come. That hatred, I understand we've all been betrayed by family, by friends, coworkers, you name it. And what's important is you. You don't have to speak with them again. You don't have to do any of that. However, it's really, really important to say, you know what, I forgive you for whatever it is you did to me, only so I can walk forward in peace myself. My soul contract is up with you. What lessons did you learn from it? Like I said, people's true colors come out. The truth is exposed, more truth comes out. So it's really important to pay attention to it. I mean, I have a tendency to forgive that person, walk away. I don't have to interact with them again. I forgive them. So I, myself personally, can move on. And people wonder, why don't you talk to that person anymore? Why don't you interact with that person anymore? There's reasons, many reasons. So if you're watching, you know who you are, you know what you've done. So it's like, forgive that person so you can move on. They have their own journey to walk through. What did you learn from it? Maybe your fears this week are actually having that confrontational conversation with that person. Maybe your fears is to trust that person and let them go and cut the ties, the energetic ties. I can help you through that process to work through karmic contracts and to cut them. You have to book a reading with me, soulworkwithjeni.com. I'm just saying. Let's liberate from our fears. Book that appointment. So October 31st to the 6th of November, what is the cosmic message from the universe? It's a cosmic message from the universe. Cosmic message from the universe. Cosmic message from the universe from October 31st to the 6th of November. Wow. What a fitting card. Healing begins. Now, green is the color for healing. It's also the heart chakra. As you are working through past traumas and wounds and healing that process, as I said, you're going to continue to do so this week. You're going to find more peace. You're going to find that heaviness leaving your body. It's like those weights on your shoulders that you've been carrying for too long. You're going to find that your body and your energy is going to get lighter when you let go and start the healing process. We're always going to be working through things and healing through things, different energy times, full moons, new moons, different energies. It's going to bring things to the surface that you're still healing from. If it's past wounds from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, last week, whatever it is, that's why all of a sudden different things come up and you get triggered, because those are things that you still need to work from and let go and heal from and face your fears. I don't want to go back to that memory, Jenny. I don't. Who wants to go back into that past traumatic energy and time? No one does. However, the more you push it down and ignore it, the harder things are going to be, and it stays within your body, right? So it's really important to open up those curtains, take a peek outside, embrace your soul, and work with it. The energy will work with you guys. So, I love my crystals. So I actually bought this when I was away. This little pendant, by the way. Can you see that? Oops, let me just show you here. I was away spreading my dad's ashes. I came across this in an art gallery, and it's a chakra. And I was just really drawn to it right away. And it shows the peridot energy. I'm a Leo, I'm a lion, right? For August, that's the birthstone for that. And it's also for healing and the heart chakra. My journey away, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I put a post up of me spreading my dad's ashes when I was away. And now, of course, everything's all tangled up. Of course it is, right? So I came across this and I was immediately drawn to it in the art gallery. So of course the credit card come out, zing, zing. So sometimes we have to treat ourselves. It's been a really long time since I've actually bought myself something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy that. I find unique things in art galleries. I mean, even some of my most unique crystals that I bought, I have some larger crystals. I have found them in different art galleries. I love art. I have different pieces of art and statues and so on. So, and I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful, so beautiful. So let's find out a message from our crystal world. What is the message from our crystal, the land of the crystals, from the 31st of October to the 6th of November? What's the message? What's the message from our crystals? October 31st to November the 6th. And always go by what crystals you guys are drawn to. Personally, we all have our own. And wow, what an amazing card this is. I mean, I have many pieces of this. I'm actually going to pick it up. Here's one of my pieces, one of my crystals. Amethyst. It's a very large, it's really heavy, really heavy. Amethyst. Look at that beautiful cluster. Look at that. Look at that. Had this for many years now, actually. And I keep it beside one of my desks here. So the card that fell out was amethyst. That's why I showed you my crystal. Amethyst is about healing. Amethyst brings out your intuition. Really pay attention to this. You see the face in there? Look into your crystals and what do you see? Like I buy a crystal whenever I'm really drawn to the energy, whenever I'm drawn to it for some reason. And if you guys, let's say, are uncertain to what the crystal is, don't worry about that right as now. You all of a sudden get really drawn to a crystal and you're like, I'm not sure what, buy it. Because your energy is gravitating towards that. Your soul is like, hey, pay attention to this crystal here. Pay attention to this energy. And you can always ask the staff normally, whenever, especially if it's in a store where there's crystals and new agey stuff, that staff member usually has an idea what that certain crystal means. And if not, you can always Google it and say, okay, what does this crystal mean that I bought? Make sure you get the name of it, and then you'll be able to see what it represents. So what a beautiful message, especially when you're going to be facing your fears this week. You're going to be going through that healing. You're going to be letting go, and your energy is going to feel a lot more lighter. So let us ask a message from the universe. What is the message from the 31st of October to the 6th of November? What's the message from the universe from the 31st of October to the 6th of November? It's a message from the universe. From the 6th of November to the 31st. Message from the universe. From our spirit world. Message from our spirit world. Oh, okay, here we go. Direct your attention inward. Have a look inside yourself. What kind of thoughts is your mind producing? What do you feel? Direct your attention into the body. Is there any tension? Once you detect that there is a low level of unease, the background static, see in what way you are avoiding, resisting or denying life by denying the now. That's why I said earlier, your body will let you know what is out of alignment by how you're feeling when you're around somebody or talking to somebody. Your body will also tell you different parts of what's wrong. You know, different areas of our body represents different things, right? Anger can bring on issues with your bones. Anger can bring on, you know, issues with your liver, like so on and so on. There's many, many reasons why. Your left side of your body is your feminine side. Your right side of your body is your ego and your masculine side. So that's why it's really important to listen to your body. Different areas and different parts of our body have different definitions. So really pay attention. If it's on the left side of your body, pay attention to, maybe you need to balance that goddess side, that feminine side of you, even more so. If it's the right side, maybe you have to balance your ego. Maybe you have to balance that masculine side if somebody's taking you for granted or using you. So it's all about that balance. This week, you're going to want to find that balance by facing your fears. Let me know what fears you guys have faced and what you've done about it. And make sure you tune into my interviews and podcast, Soul to Soul Connections with Jeni Ji. Just you wait to see who I'm interviewing and have interviewed. It's mind-blowing and shocking. So make sure you like my video. It helps my channel. Make some comments, share the content, and let me know what's going on. Okay, you guys, I'm wishing you a beautiful week to face your fears so you can be liberated. Namaste.